I'll never forget that night. The garage buzzed faintly under dim lights as I stood surrounded by my 10 cars, every one of them a symbol of sacrifice, grit, and years of being ignored. Each car wasn't just a machine. It was proof that my hard work meant something, even if my parents never thought so. For years, I'd been treated like nothing more than the wallet of the family, while my sister basked in every privilege. She was their diamond. I was the coal they burned to keep her warm. So when my parents sat me down and demanded I sell my entire $1.5 million collection, my life's work, just to buy her a house she hadn't lifted a finger for, something inside me broke. It wasn't a request. It was a shakedown. That night, I gave them a smile and a nod as if I'd obey. But while they were sleeping, I was already in motion. One by one, my engines roared to life, cutting through the night as I drove each car to a hidden warehouse 3 towns over. By dawn, the garage that once glowed with steel and power was nothing but an echo chamber of dust and emptiness. It hadn't always been this way. As kids, I shielded my sister from bullies, covered her mistakes, even paid off her debts when I got my first job. The first car I bought, my father scoffed. "You're just a boy with toys. When will you become a man?" Back then, I convinced myself they simply didn't understand me. But they understood plenty when it came time to demand what was mine. "You have 10 cars, my mother said coldly. "She doesn't even have a roof. House is family. Cars are useless steel." My sister smirked, tapping her nails against her phone. "Yeah, sell your stupid toys. Time to grow up and finally do something useful." Their words weren't just insulting. They dripped with entitlement. In the weeks that followed, the pressure mounted like a storm. My father shoved real estate flyers under my nose. My mother lectured me about duty. My sister sent me Zillow links with captions like, "Sell the red one and the black one, this mansion is perfect." They thought I was trapped. They thought I'd cave. Instead, I was planning. Step 1, make the collection untouchable. Each title was moved into a private trust. The warehouse was secure, locked, and completely in my name. By the time the sun rose, they couldn't touch a single wheel bolt. The next morning, my parents stormed into the garage. My father's face went white. My mother shrieked, "Where are they?" He shrugged gun. My sister screeched, "You selfish freak." But I'd already learned the truth. Never waste words on people who see you as nothing but an ATM. Step 2, set the bait. I pretended to give in. I asked my sister about dream houses, nodded along, and even let her brag to her friends about how her loser brother was finally paying up. Meanwhile, I bought her a house in cash. Not a mansion. An old, rotting structure held together by lies and duct tape. Legally hers, no mortgage, no escape clauses. On paper it looked like generosity. In reality it was her cage. When I handed her the keys, my parents beamed like she'd won the lottery. My mother patted my shoulder. "Finally, you did something useful." My sister sneered. "Guess you're not completely worthless." I stayed silent. Silence cuts deeper than any comeback. Step 3. Let reality do the punishing. The house wasn't a home. It was a sinkhole. Leaking pipes, faulty wiring, endless repairs, bleeding money she didn't have. She called me for help. I declined. My parents screamed. I ignored them. Month after month, her savings dried up. The golden child tarnished before their eyes. And my parents, too drained after years of propping her up, finally saw the weight of the monster they created. The final step came unplanned, like poetry. This morning I woke up to a message from her. A picture. She stood in the cracked doorway of that decaying house, the paint peeling, her face hollow. Beneath it she wrote, "I can't do this anymore. Take your stupid house back." But here's the truth, she can't. It's hers legally. Every repair, every dollar, every ounce of decay is chained to her name. And me. I was standing in my warehouse when I read it, the morning sun glinting off the hood of my Ferrari. I didn't feel guilt. Felt freedom. For years I was the shadow they drained, the workhorse, the expendable son. Now they're drowning in the greed they once used to drown me. My engines roar louder now, not just because of the machines, but because they symbolize something greater. Proof that I didn't bend. Proof that I outplayed them. They wanted me stripped. Instead, I stripped them. And when I hit the ignition, when the open road lies before me, one truth repeats in my mind. Family doesn't betray you by mistake. But when they do, you don't forgive. You finish the story.